What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Black Men's Congregation, where me and Man of Tomorrow come and sit down and have the latest talks about things that pretty much we need to discuss in the congregation. I heard some troubling news and different other stuff going on in the world, even after reading Scottie Pippen and different other brothers' altercations. And it makes me cringe up real tight, almost as if you doggone come stepping outside in the freezing cold. Because I'm hearing a lot of men are not making conscious decisions, especially when it comes to their finances and their wallet. We're hearing time and time again that you're not a man if you can't put her in a house or get her a nice car or give her the finest things, or they'll say a diamond is a girl's best friend. All that dumb shit. So we're going to sit here today and have a discussion as two gentlemen sitting down, smoking cigars and drinking some fine wine. Well, shit, I like some good Hennessy. And we're going to discuss this. The topic for today is stop being her ATM. Man, tomorrow, good morning, Bishop. Let's begin.
Hey, good morning. All right, brothers. Contrary to what you've been told all your life, you can't buy your way into happiness with somebody who haven't demonstrated that they can be satisfied, right? If you're constantly buying someone things to appease them, that is not what love is. I know that's what you've been told by the media, most women in your family who ain't shit, but you need to understand that you are to be no one's overdraft protection. Okay? And another thing that you have to get is that your money is to be for two different things. It's to pay the bills that need to be paid. Those are set values. And the other thing you need to do is use the money is to invest in the future or save for a rainy day. Money is not a tool to be used to be constantly pleasing someone who doesn't appreciate what you bring to the table, the type of things that you bring with your protection and everything that you do as a man. But you have to really understand that stop the money flow for a second and see what type of person you're actually dealing with. All you have to do is cut them supply lines just a little bit for a little while, so that way you can see exactly the person who you're dating. Because if she don't have the understanding to notice that you ain't gonna be able to splurge on her at all times, if she really doesn't know those type of things and kind of expects it, even though she don't provide much, then you're probably dating the wrong person. So sometimes, man, you have to pull back off the gas and put money away. Doesn't matter if you need to have a second account or whatever. But when somebody is purely benefiting off of you, it's kind of hard for them to appreciate how things are made, because she's always taking care of it. I mean, your money is for investing in the future and saving and paying bills, not splurging on her and making sure that she's quote unquote straight. She should always be straight because she should be working and she should be providing something to the household. So the household should be straight without you providing all the stuff for her outside of the things that you normally provide. That's all I got temporarily.
Well, let me get to it. We see time and time again, and that was a great start from MOT, because I'm seeing a lot of you brothers are trying hard. If I make the money, if I can go to these exotic lands, and if I can do these things that other broke niggas can't do, and I'm making a come up. When I hear y'all talk about how being able to make the money, you can buy and do whatever you want, and these women will respect you, I'm hearing that you really didn't change up anything. You still sounded like the same simp, just in a different location. And the reason why I say that is because you're going to well, I'm going somewhere where they're more feminine. Listen, that's all good, brother. That's all good. But now you're buying a merchandise that you can't even read the language on the package. And you see, I need y'all to get that, because a lot of y'all brothers, y'all need to understand that you can't buy people to fuck with you and like you. I don't mean to curse this time in the congregation, but I really want you brothers to understand that, because something that y'all didn't learn as men is y'all think that y'all can buy people loyalty to really want to deal with you. See, they only see you as an ATM. They only see that as long as they sit down in front of you and smile in your face and you swipe that card, that all is good. But see, you're going to be another Scottie Pippen. You're going to be another Jordan. You're going to be one of those ballers that, as long as you serving drinks to all those females and you feeling like you got that feel good type of power. You see, the only thing that feels good is that somebody's giving you that attention. But see, brothers, you don't need their attention. You don't need their praise to be that of a man. You need to step back and reassess yourself. You see, that's why a lot of black men have failed to get out of the black community, because they're time and time and time again, they keep on reaching into their pocket, into their resource, into their gas tank. And they keep on trying to supply these vultures that are not worth, not even worth the time. I've seen brothers who have had shots to get out of the community, and yet they stay in there because mama or sister or girlfriend or whoever needs money or need help. So they take all the money and everything that they do, busting their back, just to try to appease people. Just so that way they can get a pat on the head and say, good boy. Yes, you're right about that, brother. Yes, they are trying to seek validation. Why? Because they never knew how to actually validate themselves first. Black men, you don't need the world to validate you. You don't need that woman's validation. You don't need that ghetto ass society's validation. Take your bags and walk away from Black Honda. There's no shame. See, they'll tell you that there's shame in putting yourself first. But see, that's why we're dead last now, black men. That's why people walk over you. See, that's why they use you for political talking points. That's why they use you for family setups. Well, they'll keep you in the pocket so that way they can take money from you for a child they don't give a damn about. They'll keep you in the pocket so that way they can get a car or a home that you can't even step foot in without calling them first. But you'll say, well, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do as a man. That's what it means to be a man. And I would say, what part of your manhood speaks up for you? Ain't nobody ever put you first, black man. Nobody. So why are you putting everybody first and having them step on your wallet? MOT, I'm passing on to you, brother.
This isn't just limited to just women. You know. This also goes for nothing ass parents. Most of the people who you hang around who do nothing but use and abuse you, your your decent nature, family, friends, cousins who you haven't decoupled yourself from. There's a lot of people who's in your pocket. There's a lot of people who don't really give a damn when you ain't doing anything for them. So I'm just saying, at the end of the day, man, invest in yourself. Stop thinking about who or what you're going to attract or who or what you're going to be noticed by with your money. You should never give a damn about any of it. The only thing you should care about pretty much is how am I going to be validated with my hard work? I don't care about what they think because what they think is only based on what they can get out of you. If they can't get anything out of you, then they really don't have an opinion on you or your situation. But most of those things are just pretty much based on what they can get, how they can get it, how easy or hard it's going to be, how much time they're going to, quote unquote, waste to try to get some of your value and make it theirs. At the end of the day, you always have to be on the incline. And yeah, there are going to be some times where you need to take some stops, take some rests, take some breathers, but you still got to be going up. And as you go up, the air starts to get thinner. There's less room for mistakes. You got to get this flawed thinking out of the way. So that way you can be able to make it smoothly to the top. And you're not going to be able to do it dragging along all these people who are in your pockets. It's not going to happen that way. You already don't work for enough of what you're being taken seriously for in society. So why on earth would you take the little stuff that you do get from your work, and give it to other people who haven't even tried to do anything with their life? You can do better, man. And the reason why we have this podcast is because you don't get to hear these things everywhere else. Because the only thing you have is male cooperators with female insanity. And without that stuff being tested or unchecked, this has now become gospel within the black circles, especially when it comes to males. And sometimes that whenever you do this, you look up, it turns around, you're the only voice of reason around there, when that shouldn't be the case. So I thank y'all for coming out to the congregation. Make sure y'all have a very powerful week out there. And take some of this stuff to heart. Like, share, and subscribe, and make sure that somebody may need to hear this message and just sit down, press play, let them listen, and then just move on, man. Because, hey, a day is going to be coming when all these people all of a sudden are going to need you again. But I don't want you to be caught up in all this newfound attention without learning what this attention is based on. So we have a Facebook group called Black Men's Congregation, Black Men Only, on Facebook. It is a Facebook group for black men. So make sure that you join. If you have any questions about anything that you're going through, give me or Joe a private message or put an article in the actual post. I want you to keep your post at a minimum. If it's not bringing forth the black collective for black men.
Yes, black please.
Men. Yeah.
No, go ahead, brother.
You have to put stuff down because, people want to talk about, or, I get private messages, how come there ain't no women here? Or how come the sisters can't come with us? You know what I did, Joe? I kicked that dude from the group. I don't even have time. Some things I don't even dignify with the response. Sometimes it's just your intentions that are impure. And you can't affect this whole ship with your poisonous thinking. So that's all I got on that. You got anything else, Joe, for him?
Yes. Like I said, brothers, we started this and we're doing wonderful with the numbers. We're doing wonderful with the feedback. I know MOT is soon. He's developing some new projects that he's going to be coming out on whenever he debuts them. We do have black BMT2 Unfiltered, as well as BMT Black Male Talk. We have that channel. We also have the Negro Shade Radio, and that's on Anchor. I advise you brothers to download it. We're going to be putting out and setting up podcasts from the congregation for you brothers. So I would ask you, go ahead and download it. It is free. The app is free. You can sit there while you're at work, while you're working out, while you're driving, and you can actually take time and listen to podcasts. It's a lot more easier than, YouTube. We're trying to get away from having to be dependent on YouTube, where we can actually say off the script what we really think and actually give y'all content that you don't have to deal with. Along with that, again, brothers, we're not trying to reform women. That shit's done. I'm going to talk about that later on. Black men, we're not trying to reform women. We're trying to help you brothers understand that there is a successful path. We're not trying to tell you how to get the baddest bitch. We're not trying to tell you how to get your money up for putting it in another person's pocket. No, we're trying to tell you that you can be successful if you so choose. But if you want to go jump off the ship head first, snap your neck on the water, hey, have at it, man. But just don't think you're going to take the whole crew down with you. I'd rather pull out my goddamn musket and blow your brains out and throw you off the ship myself. And we at that type of level. Everybody you can't carry with you. All right, brothers, y'all take care. Thank you for joining us. Support the channel. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And also like the video. This has been a good one from Black Men's Congregation. I'm BMT. That's Men of Tomorrow. Peace.